Okay. I don't know what to say to that. That sounds like such a perfect explanation of what therapy is about. That people who ask me, because I have friends who call and ask, why do people go to therapy? What do I say when I go to therapy? What will I be asked when I go to therapy? You just go to therapy, the therapist will tell you, and you've seen that explanation, that sometimes we're overwhelmed, sometimes we think we're at our limits, but then you go to therapy and you unravel the stories in your head, you unravel the emotions, you unravel your lived experiences, and then you pack them neatly, and then you realize you have space for much more joy in your life, space for much more, even I guess, adventure, excitement, and as Sarah said, the pain never stops coming, the frustrations never stop coming, but you leave therapy with tools for dealing with those so that they don't come and crumple up your style again and you go back to the beginning. You actually feel that you're moving forward with life. So that was really beautiful. But to people who ask, what will the therapist ask me? What will I be asked by the therapist when I show up to therapy? People who are scared to show up for the first time. What do you say to those people to make it easier for them to come to therapy?
Just come as you are. Come as you are. Come with the pain. Come with the joy. Just come as you are, because mental health is life. You know, it's how we deal with people. It's how we show up in our workplaces. It's how we show up for our families. It's how we do life, basically. So when you're overwhelmed and you're not able to do all that, just come as you are. You cannot preempt what you will be asked. And I will not say that I am not aware that it is anxiety provoking, because I think that is what people makes them scared of going for therapy. Nitaulizwa nini? What will I be asked? How is it going to be? Oh, I don't want to cry.
Yeah.
But with a good therapist, the whole job of a therapist or a psychologist is to hold space for you. To hold space for you, to cry, to laugh, not to judge, not to tell you what to do, not to fix you, because it's not about fixing. They'll not tell you what to do. Of course, there is sometimes as you go and we create safety in the sessions, because the whole point of, like, for you to get to that point where you cry and you talk about your issues until, like, this was what is the one that you're worried about being asked, you'll only talk about those things when you feel safe.
Yeah.
So when you feel safe, just it's because you have been the container has been held and it has been expanded for you. So just come as you are. Come with the questions and actually ask them, like, if you're my therapist, I'd come, what are you going to ask me? I'm scared of being here. What are you going to ask me?
Yeah.
Then you will tell me what you tell me. Yeah. So just come as you are. Come with the questions, come with the pain, come with the laughter, come with the shame, because shame is also something that we don't talk much about. Come with the anger. Come, just the therapist holds space for all that.
Oh, you've come with the anger, come with the shame. Shame is an interesting one for me because black strong man I try to be, and I want to project like I'm a strong black man. Why am I going to therapy like a little girl? Why
Because we
do
all need
strong black men need therapy?
Yes.
Why?
Look, only if they feel that they need therapy. I think that therapy is for everyone. I look at it this way. The reason why we go therapy is like holding or adding to your support system. Yeah. So if you are in a place where you feel battered, not necessarily physically, but even emotionally, and you don't feel internally safe, and the community around you is not safe, therapy is the one place that has no judgment. And if you feel judged, in the therapy room, name it, and if it's not being addressed, then find another therapist who will make you feel safe.
Yeah.
Okay? Why does a black man need
Strong.
a strong
Yeah.
so a strong black man need therapy? Because he's a human being. And as a human being, he's going through stuff. Here are things that would tell you whether you're struggling or not. And we all know whether we are struggling or not. Number one is how we handle the good and bad that life comes our way. By the way, by the time I'm done with this, you will realize that everybody knows and requires to go for professional help. How you handle the good and bad that comes your way. You have gotten into some money and you go and gamble it all, or you go drinking everything, or you get into a good relationship and you stop going to work because you just want to spend all your time loving this person. Are you handling it well? No. Or the bad things that happen to us, say loss, accidents, or the traumas that happen, and you're not coping very well. So you'd need help because you're not handling what is coming your way very well. Number two is we don't come to earth empty. We all have talents, we all have gifts. Are you using them in a way that is, that makes sense to you? That, as in whatever it is that you're doing, is it aligning with your talents and your gifts? So if you are not, then you probably need help. That speaks to our productivity, whether it is in the school, whether it is in the workplace. Number three is, do you have a sense of direction and purpose? Like ukiamka, do you have, I'm not necessarily saying that you have a planner, which is very good to have a planner and you're ticking everything off your planner and doing everything that you need. That is having a sense of direction. Or you wake up and say, okay, today I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that, and by the end of the month, this is where I'd like to get. By the end of the year, I want to see myself at a certain place. Or are you the kind of person who says, I don't feel like my life has any meaning. What are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. We'll see how it goes. Then you probably need some help in achieving some sense of direction, some sense of purpose. Number four is, how are we showing up in the workplace, in the family, in the society? You may be a very good father, but you are a horrible employee or a horrible co-worker, like you just don't get along with people. Or you are the perfect employee, you're clocking in hours. But I promise, if you're staying until 11 o'clock, submitting your work and making sure that your employer is happy, your family life is struggling. Especially if it's something that's happening day in, day out, year in, year out. Your family life is struggling. You will not be a good member of society. Or you can be, you've seen stories of people who are the perfect husbands and fathers and very good employees, like nothing can be said about them, but they're serial killers. Are they good members of society? They need help. Okay, so, and when you look at those, does all those four things, do they happen to strong black men?
They do. Why won't strong black men admit, I need help? Why? I had to get to that point before I came to therapy, where I admit, I need help. I needed help, and I got it. Why is it so hard for people in this day and age sometimes to just admit, Sarah, I need help? I wonder, why do strong black men, and especially people want to identify with the strong adjective, but even generally, why is it so hard for people to just admit, I need help, and to come to say, like a therapist, and say, Sarah, I need help. I'm struggling, I'm going through stuff, or there's this difficult or challenging stuff that I'm carrying. I need help. Is that part of the human condition? Or is it just the identity of strong that makes people struggle to say, I need help?
Kevin, I have an issue with that word strong.
Uh-huh.
I have an issue with it, and maybe we'll talk about it. That it is used to, we are conditioned, as you say, human condition. I don't know if it's what I'm saying about conditioning. We are conditioned. I always tell mothers who tell their boys, like, you're a strong boy. Men don't cry. I have a problem with that. Remember the life force. So the life force is pure. The life force has, joy is our right. Peace is our right, and all these nice things. And even though stuff comes our way, we are given tears for a reason. They don't just they don't just happen to be there. So like it's not a useless thing. So I'm trying to figure to find what useless thing I could, like, they're not useless. Even our anger, it's supposed to say something. So as in, anger is data, if I could put it that way. Anger is data. Tears are data. That it's your body trying to communicate to you. So from a young age, we are told, when the boy is hurt, ameanguka, then you hear the father say, you're a strong boy and don't cry. And then he learns not to cry. And then he learns that if I cry, I'm being weak. And then that narrative is continued. The other day, I was at a wedding, and this man, there's a section where like the cake cutting, and then the man, they say, show us how you will welcome your husband home as you come and, welcome him to the meal you have prepared. And the man comes and he's looking all tired and he's holding his jacket. And they say, repeats. You're supposed to, wewe ni simba. Ukuje nyumbani ukionyesha venye umepigwa huko nje. And I'm thinking, that is a very wrong narrative. If I cannot show at home that I have been hurt out there, that work was really overwhelming, and my wife or my home is my safe space where I can just be. I can come and remove my coat and say, oh, people, I'm done for today. Please do not talk to me for 20 minutes. I need to go and scream somewhere because the world out there has been heavy. Where will I take my shame? Where will I take the anger that has been piling up in the course of a day? Where will I take the longing for purity in humans? Not even purity, but like if you've been out there, umeonyeshwa madharau, umefanyiwa nini, umeongeleshwa vibaya, or things have just not gone your way, and you've been holding it in and waiting for a safe space to just be, and you feel like home is a space to be, and yet you're supposed to come home like a lion. Hi guys, all is well.
Yeah.
So strong black man has been taught, you don't show your emotions. You don't be weak in front of your children, weak in front of your wife and your children. You don't cry. You don't show your emotions. And that is why the statistics for suicide in men are higher. Like completed suicide is higher than women. Oh, women we will threaten to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
We will take lethal doses of whatever it is that we are taking. Oh, mtu sijui amekunywa antibiotics. Or ameenda first floor trying to throw, just break a leg.
Yeah.
But a man, when they try, they will make sure that it is completed. And that is why you have the statistics are heavier on the men, because they have been told to hold in their emotions and not carry them. So I have a problem with that word strong. I think for me, strength means saying, I need help, which is what I was saying to you earlier on, that I feel that I'm proud of you. That saying that I admitted that I need help and I need my team around me and I'm asking for help. And I think that is strength, because in showing your weak part or the not so positive part, you will get, you'll get a community coming around you and they will shelter you from whatever it is that is happening, and you will get to borrow their strength, and you will lean on other people's arms, and others will come and teach you new skills, and then from there you will be stronger for having shown the negatives. So yes, the narrative comes to being conditioned that don't cry, you're a man, wewe ni simba, nonsense.
You're a man, you're strong, but you're also human.
Yes.
And what that means is that you feel things. Sometimes it's going to be difficult. Sometimes I need help. And if you do, there's no shame in admitting it. Actually, you admit it and you get great help from someone like Sarah or any other therapist. So we're going to take another quick break. Thank you so much. When we come back, we start to talk about access to therapy, because that's another huge problem. Not everybody can afford your rate. So you're going to give us your rate card and tell us how you deal with people who bargain and where you refer people who can't afford you.
Okay.